What's going on, New York Giants fans? Hit Squad back at it with another video. And today we're going to be talking about some adjustments I would like the New York Giants to make as they come out of the bye week and take on the Houston Texans this Sunday. Now, there are going to be some keys to victory as well that will pair hand in hand with these adjustments, and we'll talk about that in this video, so definitely stick around for that. But before we get into the video, I want to say thank you guys so much as we cross the 500 subscriber count on the channel. I noticed literally yesterday as the video was uploading that we crossed it, and I felt so bad that I didn't include it in yesterday's video, even though I know it's still late. I just want to say thank you. It really does mean a lot. I'm just so grateful and blessed. And when you guys hit that subscribe button, to me, it means more than that. You become a family member in the Hit Squad, which is why I say join the Hit Squad. You are joining a family, and I'm just so appreciative. The relationships I've been able to make throughout the years, as well as the interactions with you guys in the comments. It's second to none. I mean, I really just at a loss for words. Thank you guys seriously. And if you're new to the channel, if you have not already, join the Hit Squad. Leave a like as well as your thoughts on this video below. And as always, follow us on Twitter. The link will be in the description box. Now, coming out of the bye week, they will be taking on the Houston Texans, right? This is a team that, let's be honest, the New York Giants should beat, okay? But they're not a team that the New York Giants should overlook. Okay, I don't think there's any team on the schedule that the New York Giants should just say, okay, we're going to win this game. Let's focus on the next game. I don't think the New York Giants are in a position where they can really be doing that, if we're being honest. And I think, if anything, the NFL is a constant reminder that any given Sunday, a team can come in and upset another team and handle their business. And, if we're being honest again, while the New York Giants should win this game, this is a Texans team that is gritty. They put up a fight. They can run the ball. They can get to your QB when they need to, and they rally with each other. And I got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff over there. But they are a team that is very suspect, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And I think that the New York Giants actually fare well against this Texans team, which leads me to my first adjustment as well as my first key to victory going against the Houston Texans. And that is run the ball. The Houston Texans are giving up 180 yards per game on the ground. Let me repeat that one more time. The Houston Texans give up 180 yards per game on the ground. So what does that tell me as a New York Giants fan? Give number 26 the ball. Run the ball early and often. I thought the New York Giants going against the Seattle Seahawks before the bye week not only beat themselves, but they played very conservative going into the half. And you got to give a lot of credit to Seattle. They played to our strengths. They stopped what we had going. And ultimately, the better team won. But when I went and I rewatched that game, one thing that remained constant was, why weren't we running the ball more, especially in the first half? I thought the New York Giants were trying to be too cute. There was a lot of miscommunication. But looking at this Texans team, they're nowhere near what Seattle is. So, to me, there's no reason for you to be cute going against the Houston Texans. Run the ball. They are giving up the most total yards, not the most, but close to the most total yards in the NFL right now in terms of rushing. They are giving 1,445 yards. That's 29th in the league right now. And when you have the second, rusher in the league right now, Saquon Barkley, you have the second rushing attack in the league in the New York Giants. To me, that says feed Saquon often, feed Saquon early, and just be more consistent on the offense. One thing that I've been kind of hard on Mike Kafka, and I try not to be hard on him because it's his first year calling plays, is we need to see a more consistent offense. I know it's a chess match up there in the booth, calling these plays, trying to build off of these plays, but we can't be a second half team. We can't be a team that relies heavily on our defense week in and week out. I understand we're working with the talent that we have, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but I do think the New York Giants have to start off not only faster offensively, But we got to score more points. And what better way to do both of those things than run the ball against a team that can't stop the run? That's only going to help out our passing game. It'll help, players like Kenny Galladay and Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson as well. You got to get the ball to your playmakers. And your best playmaker right now on the offensive side of the ball is who? Saquon Barkley. Again, they can't stop the run. Run the ball, Mike Kafka. Don't be cute. Don't be conservative. Let's start off, faster offensively. Let's feed Saquon often and early. Now, let's talk about the second adjustment I need to see the New York Giants make, especially going against the Houston Texans, which leads me to my second keys to victory. The New York Giants have to stop the run. The Houston Texans, I don't know who told Dameon Pierce, that he's a scrub and that he can't run in this league and that, he wasn't worthy of being drafted, because he is running like someone pissed him off. I don't know who, but he is running like a force that needs to be, reckoned with. And in my honest opinion, I'm looking at Tay Crowder, I'm looking at Jalen Smith, and I'm saying plug those gaps and do not lay the boom on Dameon Pierce. And I'm going to tell you why. If you have a chance to take down Dameon Pierce, you need to wrap him up. Give enough time for another player to come in and wrap him up too, because Dameon Pierce, if you lay the boom on him, if you lay that hit stick on him, Philly showed you, if you do that, what is he going to do? He's just going to ping ball, bounce around and just keep running. He's one of those backs. I love these kind of backs that just are these big bell cows that can just manhandle you at will. And he doesn't look like a big guy either, and he's running over players with ease. And a New York Giants team that has not been able to stop the run in recent weeks. You saw against the Ravens, you saw against the Jaguars, you saw against Seattle. This is not a team that you want them to be running all over you, because Dameon Pierce can absolutely do that. Now, I have to see the New York Giants play better in the run game. I mean, I think those are players like, again, Jalen Smith, Tay Crowder, but also Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence. Those are two big guys that are known for stuffing the run. And we're going to need all four of those players that I just named to be very big for us this Sunday going against the Houston Texans. Because if you let a player like Dameon Pierce get hot early, the New York Giants are going to be in for a rude awakening. I'm just telling you guys that now. So the defense, we have to be able to stop the run. On top of that, one thing I will say just to throw in there, the New York Giants have to get to the QB more. I mean, I don't think we're seeing that many exotic blitzes being drawn up by Wink anymore, as much as we saw in the first half of the season. We're getting there in the backfield, but we're not getting home. And this is a team that they have a suspect offensive line. They have a very suspect offensive line. So players, again, Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, we really need these players to step up. And again, Jalen Smith and Tay Crowder, they're going to have to be on their P's and Q's, going against Dameon Pierce, because if not, this is going to be a very long game for the New York Giants. Now, another adjustment I want to see the New York Giants make is special teams. Our special teams has been bad this season. Now, I don't know what exactly it is. This has usually been a strong suit for the New York Giants in recent years, and we're just not good right now in special teams. I mean, we had 2 fumbles last week with Richie James, who I don't know if he's going to play this week. I don't know how his concussion is, but we have to be better on special teams. Special teams was crucial. You can make an argument special teams cost us the week prior. So special teams needs to be better. Another thing that I want to see the New York Giants make is we need to have our wide receivers step up. I know that's a lot asking the current talent that we have at the wide receiver position. We're getting a Kenny Galladay back coming off of an MCL sprain. How is he going to look? He does look more motivated. He does look more bought in. But how is that going to translate on the field? You have Darius Slayton, who's emerging into his own, but he's really a wide receiver 3. You have Wan'Dale Robinson, who's dealing with some rookie curves. How is he going to look? You also have this Hodgins kid that we picked up off of the Bills, who a lot of fans, for some reason have high expectations for. How is he going to look? So for me, these wide receivers have to step up. I know the New York Giants, they like airing the ball out, especially with Dable and Kafka, where they come from. But these wide receivers, they're dropping balls. They can't create separation. There's some communication issues. There's only so much Daniel Jones can do. Now, I'm hoping that a player like Galladay can be that kind of guy to release some tension on these other wide receivers like Slayton and Wandale, as well as taking another guy out of the box, which will help out Saquon Barkley. But I know that's a lot to ask for too. So, for me, I'm trying not to have too many expectations for this wide receiver core, but we have to be better. These wide receivers have to step up, and they may. They absolutely may, and I think all of us hope that they do because we're gonna need them down the stretch. And yeah, this leads me to my last one is the Giants. They just have to handle their business. The New York Giants. I felt especially going against Seattle, there was a lot of opportunities for the New York Giants to put that game away, but because of communication issues, because of drops, because of poor decision making, we didn't. The New York Giants have to go into this game and handle their business. If they have any shot and any hopes of making the playoffs, these are one of those games that the Giants have to go in and handle their business. Again, there's no team, going against the New York Giants this season where the Giants could say, okay, we're going to look at next week, we should be able to win this game. No. Yeah, they should beat the Texans, but they're not a team that you can overlook. There's no teams on this schedule that the New York Giants are able to overlook. We're not there yet. But we do have some arguments and some valid points as to why the New York Giants should win. And I do believe, again, if we get the ball to Saquon and we are not only starting off faster offensively, but we're scoring points on top of the wide receiver stepping up, defense stopping Dameon Pierce and getting to the QB, and our special teams at least playing better than what we've seen so far. Not only do I think the New York Giants have a shot at beating the Texans, but I think that those are adjustments the New York Giants have to make if they want to, beat these teams going forward, like the Lions or like the Vikings, Washington, Philly, Dallas. I mean, they have a very brutal stretch coming up. And I think that this will really tell not only if the New York Giants keep Daniel Jones, but who they are as a team. We're 6-2. It feels really good being 6-2. We're tied for second place right now in our division with Dallas, even though they have the upper hand a little bit. But the New York Giants have to absolutely come in and handle their business. But let me know your guys' thoughts below. What are some adjustments that you would like the New York Giants to make coming against the Houston Texans? And what are some keys to victory that you guys have, going against the Texans? Because I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Again, I'm gonna just run through them really quickly. Give the ball to Saquon, feed him early and often, stop the run, get to the QB, and have your special teams play a little bit better than what they've been playing in recent weeks. You could throw it as well, the wide receivers stepping up, but I'm putting more of an emphasis on Saquon right now because, again, they're giving up 180 yards on the ground, 29th in the league in terms of total rushing yards given up with 1,445. They're giving up 5.5 yards per carry. To me, that screams a recipe for success for Saquon Barkley. If I'm him, I am licking my chops right now, knowing that I should be able to feast in this game if they give me the ball. But again, let us know your thoughts below. Thank you guys again for 500 subscribers. We'll see you guys on the next video.